no cure for this one! There's no cure for this one! There's no cure for this one! There's no cure for this one! This one! This one! This one! There's no cure for this one!
Hello everyone, I'm Tony Doherty and welcome to another massive week of Max's Muscle TV. We've got a fantastic episode in store for you tonight as I take you through the basics of how to properly get the most out of training another body part, and we go behind the scenes with a couple of Australia's best for a truly hardcore MMA workout. It's not for the faint-hearted, but that's how we like it here at Muscle TV. And if you don't believe me, wait till you see the next segment we've got coming up for you. Now, either you love training legs or you just hate it. But if you had to train legs like our next training pair, then either you're a masochist or you're in the second group. First up, we've got one of Australia's top bodybuilders, Logan Robson, and veteran bodybuilder and competition coach, Mark Ryan, doing legs the old school way, hard and heavy. This is the real deal, folks, and we know you're going to love it. Over to you, fellas.
My name's Logan Robson. I've been in the sport for 10 to 12 years.
My name's Mark Ryan. I've been in the sport 30 years.
So we've got quads and calves today. So we're going to start with the first couple of exercise compound movements, probably some leg extensions to warm up the joints and a couple of heavy sets there. We're going to do some heavy compound stuff and then finish off with some isolation and some time under tension to really fatigue the muscle and pump it up. All right, time to pump some legs. Let's do it. First exercise, leg extensions.
We're doing a couple of warm-up sets and a couple of heavy working sets.
Generally, we'll start with leg extensions and start very light, building our way up, just a couple of 20-kilo plates at a time. By the time you're heavy, there's plenty of blood around the area, and I personally think that leg extensions done in the right way, full range of movement, and not ridiculously heavy, nice and controlled, is more benefit for the knees than the deterioration like some people worry about. Once we've done the leg extensions for our first exercise and got the legs nice and warm, we're going to move on to some free weight squats, the true mass builder. There we'll do nice and controlled, as deep as possible, at least under that 90 degrees, anywhere from the 8 to 12 rep range.
It's an exercise that uses pretty much every muscle in the body. So you get a full response from your hormone system and everything from that. It's the king of mass builders. We'll be doing some different squats today. I'll be doing some front squats. Logan will be doing some behind the neck squats. And I mainly stick to the front squats because I've had some lower back issues in the past, and the front squats keep my back nice and vertical whilst still hitting the quads as hard as I want to go.
You don't always have to do the same exercises. At the end of the day, it's what suits your body best.
Then we move on to the leg press after the squats. It's another good compound movement, and it's also a good way to get a couple of extra reps out on each set, so you can go loaded up fairly heavy and just keep pushing.
The leg press is definitely one where people try and probably push that little bit too much weight and lose their form. So I want to do things like positioning your feet correctly. Your strongest position is middle of the platform and shoulder width apart, but there are many variations to hit the quads differently. But generally, just a nice controlled movement down, brief pause at the bottom, and all the way up without locking the knees, just to keep the tension in the muscle. We'll work on that constant tension at all times, never locking out. Some exercises you do want to lock out, leg press is one you don't want to, because you don't want to transfer all the weight to the knees. Other things that help is really focusing on pushing through the heels, or the inside of the feet if you want to work the inner quad, or the outside of the feet for the sweep. Just because you set out to do that 8 to 12 reps, if you've got another 3 in you and you've got that 15 on that final set, of course, push it. Your body's got to go to the limit to proceed and become better.
Once we've finished our normal sets, we might finish on a drop set. The purpose of that is just to totally fry the muscle, just get everything else that we can out of it.
We're going to do some time under tension stuff now, so no rest at the top or bottom, just constant tension on the muscle, and we're going to superset that with some walk-in lunges, just to totally fry the quads, a bit of glutes and hammies as well. You can use lighter weights with a controlled movement, and therefore there's not the wear and tear on your joints and things like that, especially by the end of the workout when you're becoming a bit tired and fatigued. You can still push it to the limits, but with moderate weight and lots of safety. Supersetting it with the lunges at the end is basically just to fill the muscle right up and fatigue it completely. The more we can flush blood to the muscle, the more nutrients and things we're taking there for the recovery and that's to come.
By the time we're finished, we should be looking pretty bad. Legs are an exercise that you've just got to leave everything in the gym.
That'll be the last exercise for quads, and then we'll move on to the calves.
So we'll be starting on some standing calf raises in the Smith machine. Just nice and controlled movement, get full stretch and full contraction.
There's a lot of young guys in the gym that just rush these out, a lot of weight. Calves, you walk around on them all day, you use them a lot, so they need to be hammered to grow.
The final one that we're going to be doing is a seated calf raise, and same thing again, we're just going to have that nice, slow, steady pace and full contraction at the top.
Hitting two different machines on calves, you are working in slightly different areas, so it's good to, with any muscle group, to hit them from every angle. And yeah, some people just use it for do the one exercise, and really that's not enough. 4 sets of 15 isn't quite enough for calves. I know they're a small muscle, they can take a lot of punishment, so you've really got to do a lot of work on them. That was pretty hard. I don't know how Mark's feeling, but...
Mate, I'm spent. Just trying to keep up with this bloke's pretty difficult, so I gave it a crack.
Thanks very much, Mark. Great workout.
Thanks, boys. And how about the wheels on Logan? He's known for having great legs, and now we know why. It's all about the work. Not too shabby from Mark keeping up in that session too. OK, it's time for a break. But first, let's find out how you can win yourself a brand new Harley. I'll see you right after this.
Max's are giving you the chance to win a brand new Harley-Davidson motorcycle, and it's too easy to get involved. To enter, all you need to do is purchase any Max's protein between the 1st of March 2013 and the 20th of June 2013. Then simply fill out an entry form stating in 25 words or less why you think you should win, and send the completed entry form with an original purchase receipt of a suitable Max's product to Max's competition headquarters. Don't worry, the address is on the entry form too, and you're in the running to win. It's that simple. The judges will decide which entry they think is the most original and creative, and that's the one that'll win this brand new 2013 Fat Bob Harley-Davidson. So what are you waiting for? Grab yourself some Max's protein, fill in the entry form, and this fantastic bike could be yours.
There's no cure for this!